Hello, welcome back to Slay the Princess. So last week we got the princess out of the cabin, and well, we got her out of the cabin as a ghost. And we brought her to the outside, which turned out to be the abyss of the never-ending death of the universe or whatever, or separation away from the universe. And the fingers grabbed her body, and I think we gave her perspective to whatever greater force is orchestrating this, I think. Whatever, like, demon or god or whatever that was. And she asked for more perspectives. And I got a comment on that video saying that we need to bring her 5 perspectives total. So I think we need to bring her 4 more princesses to do good. I don't know. So I think that means we need to keep letting her out, keep trying to save her, rather than trying to kill her. Unless we just bring her a body, I'm not sure. We'll find out. We'll try some stuff. Continue to the cabin. None of the other voices are talking yet. Notice that. I wonder if they reset.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare.
Yep, this is all the same as before. Yeah, we don't have any of the voice of the blank anymore. I think we did like a really full reset to like the beginning of the game again, other than, you know, we need to bring 4 more bodies or whatever. I guess let's enter the basement and maybe try to save her. I'm here to save you.
How many times do I have?
It doesn't matter.
You're here to rescue me? Come downstairs.
I don't know if I saw this one before already. Have I done this one before? I know I saved her, or like tried to save her at one point. But then I think that was when she stabbed me. Oh, okay, so this is the one where we either kill her or we have to cut off her arm. Unless this is like a normal princess. Like, she's not crazy, she's not a monster, but like we can actually get her out? I don't know. Because the knife won't like take the chains off. Maybe we could pry them open? It won't cut through the chains, that's for sure. I think all the explorer options are just for getting more of the story. But I kind of want to just get things going because I'm really curious to see like where this goes in total, rather than just hearing them talk without like going with the direction, you know? So I'm gonna try to be nice to you. Can't believe they're keeping you. I can't believe they've been keeping you down here like this. I'm gonna get you out of here. Examine the chains.
You're only making this more difficult.
Shut up. That's how it's going.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug.
This seems familiar though. And if there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains?
Maybe. Ellipses.
Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
You seem very quick to go to that answer.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance.
Mm-hmm.
If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free.
Oh, I only have the option to save the princess this time. I guess I got too far into it.
Fine.
Oh, this is what we did before. Yeah, he starts taking control and then tries to stab her. And then...
Okay, there's no going back
Whoops.
now.
Okay, I clicked slay her. So I guess... I forgot that other option comes up where it's like 20 slay the princess options and then 1 save her, where you fight against the narrator. But apparently we're slaying her this time, so I guess there was a difference.
You bring the blade down to strike at the princess's heart.
Did it work?
But she's fast. She
We cut her a little bit.
floor, your blade narrowly grazing her backside. Slaying her won't be easy now that she's free.
Okay.
We could have gotten out of here together. Were you just lying to me this whole time?
Yeah? Maybe? I don't know.
I don't know what's come over you. But if I have to kill you, then I'll kill you. Do you think I need both of my arms to do that?
That's kind of cool.
She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm.
Whoa.
But you have a weapon.
Whoa, 3 panels.
You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the heart. It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease.
So I actually did stab her hard, but I didn't kill her?
You collapse to the floor.
She doesn't even have any more
Your body
wounds.
unresponsive as your blood pools
That's a
on the
cool
ground
picture.
beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness, dress stained in red as her blood and yours both seep into the fabric. If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she can reach the outside world. It can't just end like this, right?
Said that before.
As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over.
Don't be too sorry. I'm the one that made the choice to try to save her.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Alright. The Witch. That's a new one, right? I don't think we've gotten that chapter before. Let's proceed to the cabin. It's the only choice we have right now.
She will lie. Don't worry. You can trust us to get the job done.
Opportunist. Oh, that's a new one.
The interior of the cabin is
new
a
one.
mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
That mirror means a lot more now. What does approaching the mirror do, though? I think it's just exploring, because that disappears again. Well, maybe it gives us something different now, because we have an interaction with it later on, like actually physically touch it.
Walk up to the wall next to the basement door. What are you talking about?
Wipe the mirror clean. Yep,
Reach
goes away.
forward and rub your hand
Alright,
against
I guess we'll take the blade just to have
You
options.
take
Why
the
not?
blade from the shelf. Well, if we're grabbing a weapon, we should probably keep it hidden behind our backs. She doesn't have to know we have it.
Smart? Pretty smart.
That's not actually a bad idea. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair.
I like that there's so many different cabins. Like that was a good choice on the developers to actually make different environments even though it's the same environment each time. It gives a sense of unease and uncertainty to this
The
world.
weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw waiting to swallow you up into the earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Always gotta put that in though.
Her voice skitters up from
Skitters.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared.
Kinda mind.
Probably won't bite.
Okay, so I think every time we choose a new ending, we get a new environment. So I guess we should just go for whatever's different. I'm not nasty. Hello, say nothing. I'm just gonna say hello. Give me friendly.
I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
Well, I know who I am, and I remember what I've done as well, so you got nothing on me.
She must have you confused with someone else.
Oh yeah, he doesn't know.
Friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation.
Okay, sure.
You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free.
It's not only opportunist, but also an optimist.
There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the
good.
kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions?
That's true.
Do
Helps us
you
make a
want to
more
hear what
informed
everyone
decision.
has to say, or do you just want to hear yourself talk?
Damn.
You need
Shots
to
fired.
Stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess.
That is the
not
name of the game.
Endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Fine, fine. You're the boss.
And we'll see. I'm the one making the choices here.
Thank you.
Whoa, she's feral looking.
Descend the basement.
Look at those
steps,
feet.
Entering
That
the
tail.
dark room below. You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are. One hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
Wait, I didn't like tuck it into like pants or whatever. I just am holding a knife back there. That's very suspicious. I might as well be holding the blade out to the side then.
That's no fair. How would she know that?
Because she's the princess.
So, we've dropped the pretenses.
What's with the little cat mouth there?
Good.
She's acting like the two of you already know each other.
We do.
Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you?
Oh, you figured it out on your own.
That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out?
Yeah, the last narrator did no shit, dude.
Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it.
He does.
Do you remember us then? Do you remember last time? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true.
Yeah.
I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us?
Nah.
Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her.
We'll find out.
Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy.
Ah, that'd be so nice.
Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
Oh, I haven't talked out loud yet. Whoa. That's an interesting choice. I don't want to hurt you, but clearly there's some broken trust. Take this as a gesture of my goodwill and give her the blade? That's a crazy stance. Because that could earn her trust, or that could just get me killed again. We haven't done that either, which is like leave the basement, leave her down here. But also, this is a new environment, a new scenario, a new princess. So, like, new, at least body of a princess. So killing her might be different in this as well. Let's try something way different though. Let's give her the blade. The Raider's not gonna like that at all.
You can't be serious.
I'm very serious.
Now, hold on. We should put this to a vote.
You don't like it?
It's one of our most valuable assets. We can't just give it to her. What if she uses it to kill us? I vote no. As do I.
Well, you're not the one making the choices.
I abstain. You abstain. She's going to kill us if we give it to her.
This isn't a democracy. We're giving her the blade.
You're going to get everyone killed. You know that, right? But of course you do.
I think I do.
You toss the blade at the princess's feet. She eyes it with suspicion before kneeling down to pick it up.
She's gotta be confused as hell by that, though.
I wouldn't have done that. Why did you?
You hear a clanging of metal against the dirt floor, and the chains fall from the princess's wrist.
Wait. So... Oh, hold on. If I... In the first one, like the cabin right before this, in the like standard scenario with the regular princess, if I did grab the knife and then bring down there and then try to save her, would I be able to just cut the chains off? Because she just did that, presumably, right? Man, I guess that's a new thing I have to try in the future, because I guess I haven't done that yet. I haven't gotten that option. Maybe I haven't grabbed the blade before heading downstairs and then try to save her.
She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little...
Oh. Maybe not. Maybe she just on her own. Like, shook him off.
A woman after my own heart. It's a shame we just gave her a weapon, because if I were her, I'd use it on us right now. Luckily for us, you're not her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we sure
But she might be her.
Though. I can promise you that. Whatever you say next, you better make it count.
Why'd you get so far from the microphone for a second there?
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face.
Hi.
What do you think happens now?
I probably die. This is an interesting choice here. We're both scared and both hurting. If one of us doesn't make a change, we'll probably kill each other forever. Do you want that? I don't. We can be better than this. That's interesting. I can remain silent as well. A couple of that. Let's go with this one.
Her shoulders tense and her eyes dart away.
Huh.
This is another trick. You're trying to sow doubt, but it's not going to work on me.
And then
Damn.
she buries the blade in your heart.
Well.
What? No, come on, that's not right.
Yeah, reverse time a little bit.
I told you this is what she was going to do. Glee dances across her face as you fall to the ground.
That's funny.
I did it. I got you.
You what?
The princess seems to tremble, her smile fading quickly, replaced with concern. Her nervous eyes brim with tears.
Why? Why did you let me do this?
Well, I trusted you for a second.
But you don't have the strength to respond, nor do you have the time.
Damn.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
I think she had some apprehension there. The Thorn. Past life gambit. Hand your power to suspicious character. Interesting.
You're on a path
Whoa.
in the woods. I can't believe she actually stabbed us.
We got a new environment again. Huh. This happened once before. I think 2 episodes ago. We were in like a field of hills rather than a forest. And this one's like... I think this is the same forest, but it's just like fall or winter or something?
I told you not to give her the blade. I told you it would come around to bite us. I voted against it.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, we know. You already got your I told you so's in while we were bleeding out. I just wanted to make sure that everyone here knows that I was and am on the right side of that argument.
I'm not so sure about that. Maybe she'll remember that. I mean, she remembers every other thing.
Oh, you're far from being on the right side of anything. You're
the
fixated
smitten
on
again?
the past, whereas what you should be is fixated on the future.
The future of saving that princess.
Oh, a visionary. I like it. Tell me more. Gladly, my dear fellow. By cruelly
Big block of
turning
text.
on the princess in her moment of vulnerability, we made ourselves an enemy. But by mastering our fear and insecurity and handing over our power, we've begun a journey to something so much deeper.
Interesting. So, the smitten remembers both of the previous deaths. He remembers the one where we tried to fight her and the previous one, instead of just the previous one. That's kind of cool.
I like journeys. Traveling is a bit of a passion of mine. It makes me so relatable. Now, where are we off to?
Probably the cabin.
Well, if we're lucky, it's a journey to love.
Ooh, interesting.
She hates us. Does she? She hesitated before stabbing us to death. There might just be a kernel of affection in that angry, angry heart.
And she hesitated after as well.
As ridiculous as this guy is, maybe he has a point. I don't know if I necessarily buy into his whole love journey thing, but
I wonder what the narrator's going to say about this now.
maybe she won't be as keen to betray us this time. We've already proven to her that we can change, so maybe she'll realise that things don't have to end in violence.
Yeah.
You know, maybe you're right. In which case, I suppose the only thing to do is to get back to the cabin and give it another try.
I love how upbeat this conversation is. How optimistic, that's what the word is. How optimistic these guys are now. They're so happy and they're so
What
ready for the...
try exactly? You are aware I've been listening to you, right?
Oh yeah, I was kind of waiting for that.
It makes no difference if we conspire in the shadows or bear our intentions with open hearts. We are breaking your cruel cycle and whisking her away to freedom. Oh, are you now? Great. So you've obviously been here before, since
Okay.
you apparently died at least once. Twice, actually.
Okay.
Sure. Twice. Then I'll spare you the little introduction I had planned. You already know about the princess, and clearly you already know that she's dangerous. So don't muck this up. It's bad enough that this isn't your first time through.
No matter what happens next, it seems like all answers are in the cabin. Let's proceed through. Let's see this through.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the base of the
Oh,
cabin.
it does have thorns around it
I
now.
think it's clear where everyone stands at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'd say everyone.
I already know where I stand. I don't know what I'm going to do.
You talking about me? I have a position. It's a good one, too. Ignore him, he's just talking for talking's sake. My position is the only one that matters. The princess is a threat to you. She's a threat to me, and most importantly, she's a threat to the world. You know what you have to do.
I know what you want me to do. See the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is hardly an interior at all anymore.
What?
The burned-out ruins merely suggest the shape of the structure that once stood here, charred wood still reeking of ash. But beneath it lies the fresh smell of spring growth after rain, the promise of new life in the wreckage of the old.
Oh, so, hold on. Are we just going to, like, approach the mirror and then we're going to wipe it and then it's going to disappear and then we walk through?
The
I guess,
only
maybe.
furniture of note is the crisp shell of what was once
Oh,
a table.
there's no knife.
A pristine... Wait, this isn't right?
Yeah.
This is supposed to be a pristine blade.
Does the princess still have it?
Isn't there a pristine blade?
She might still have it.
We gave it to her last time. She can't still have it, can she?
I'm thinking that might be the case.
Well, it's not here. And if she has it, let me guess, you want to get all chummy with her. Look, as far as I see it, if it's between him and her, I say we side with the one who's the weapon. It's just the smart thing to do.
That's, that's not a bad choice to make. This is kind of funny, but,
Wouldn't be so hasty. I'm sure the blade will turn up somewhere. She can't.
Yeah,
have
no
it.
hurt.
That's not how this is supposed to work.
Oh, we've fucked things up a lot already, so you don't know what's going to happen.
If she does have it, that's all the more reason to put our faith in her. We have already shown her our heart.
When she cut it
Now
open,
she has to show us hers.
she had like, we had a huge gash in her chest that it was like we could kind of see pretty deep into those, so we showed it pretty clearly.
Unless her heart tells her to stab us, which doesn't seem unlikely. So yes, I agree. Let's make sure we get on her good side.
Okay. Approach the mirror.
You step forward and approach the scorched entryway leading to the basement, hesitating before you begin the descent.
You still don't see it, do you?
You know what you have to do. Wipe away the grit from the mirror, and behold our handsome features. It went away when we touched it last time.
Oh, you remember it this time. Wipe the mirror
Reach
clean.
forward and wave your hand through the hollow entrance leading to the basement. What are you doing? Alas, our fine features remain unseen. We'll just have to trust that she'll find us beautiful as we are.
Okay,
Well, seems like the only way to go is forward, isn't it?
I think so.
That's where everything tends to be. Let's just put on a good face and have our wits about us.
Try our best. Enter the basement.
You step through the frame of scorched wood and make your way into the darkness below. The stairs to the basement are covered in a fine layer of gritty ash. The air still feels warm, as if the fires that ruined this place had only recently been extinguished. Yet fresh shoots of thorny branches are already weaving themselves through the soot-covered earth of the walls around you. Their spines point courteously down towards the basement, so you're able to push
Courteously?
past their jagged points with ease. At least
Oh, they point away.
but you don't
Interesting.
need to think about the way back up just yet. That's a matter for after the world's been saved.
Or the princess has been saved.
These thorns are an expression of her pain. I know it. She's calling out for help.
Just walk sideways up it, just, like do the shimmy.
Her voice, worn down by pain and suspicion, hobbles up the stairs.
I can't get away from you, can I? You betray me, I kill you, and you come back. You let me kill you, and you come back. I don't know why you let me do that. I don't know what you want from me.
I'm not fully sure either. Proceed down the stairs.
You continue down the basement stairs, brushing past the smooth edges of thorns that grow more and more plentiful as you make your way forward. You step out into what
Oh,
was once
man.
a vast open cavern, now overrun by briars and prickles and thistles. The space thick with hostile vegetation.
She's all
At the
wrapped
heart
up.
of it all, encased in a tight weave of vines, is the princess. Her bloody, trembling hands clutching a pristine blade.
Yep, there it is.
Did you know this was going to happen to me? Are you here to watch me suffer? Are you here to laugh?
I'm not here to laugh. I'm here to feel you, if you'll let me.
I want to trust you,
Her grip tightens on the blade.
but you're hiding something, aren't you? Why would you help me if you weren't helping yourself?
There's nothing I can say to change your mind.
I don't know. What can either of us really say at this point? How can we trust something as hollow as words?
I don't know.
She's right, there's nothing left to say. So let's get a move on and do something before she comes up with a scheme to get out of here on her own. We don't need words to send a message. It is through action that we can show her our adoration, our devotion, our kindness.
All three of these ones at the bottom are turn and leave, like, actions. This one is it's explore, but then we also reach for the blade. Then maybe it's past time for either of us to say anything. All that counts as action.
You reach towards her bloodied hands, laying your palm on her trembling fingers. For a moment, she clutches it even tighter, her knuckles going white with the effort. But then the tension fades. Her grip finally loosens and she allows you to take the weapon.
I notice how she doesn't have a crown this time. She just has the thorns.
You carefully pull it free from the thorns, though they scrape at your skin, leaving red trickles of fresh blood all along your arms. She trusts us. She trusts us. Doesn't that set your heart aflutter? Yeah, a little. It could just be nerves. Being this close to her does bring back unpleasant memories.
What
but,
memories?
I don't know, it doesn't feel bad. It feels good. Like we're special to her. We are special to have gained an ounce of trust from a maiden so guarded. Now all that remains is to free her from her bindings.
I don't think killing her is going to get us anywhere.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's show her how much both of us have changed. Or, hear me out,
Wow, you're saying to slay her now.
slay her. Right here, right now. She's never been so helpless, and if we don't take advantage of that, we may never get another chance.
Man, we've gotten so many chances, and we could do it forever.
That sounds like a splendid idea. You should listen to him.
Hey, you said not to listen to him before.
I see that the lines have been drawn. It's 2 against 1. It's 2 against 2.
Whoa, 3 against 2.
You don't count.
Oh.
And why shouldn't he count? Because he's clearly not one of us.
He's not a voice, it's just the narrator.
Matter? He's been with us the whole time.
He's only been with us through this thing, though. He resets each time. He doesn't have the full knowledge.
So, did you mean it? Or was I a fool to hand my life to you?
I meant it. I'm gonna cut it free. At one point, we do need to try the turn around and leave option, though. Because we've done that... No, we didn't do that once before. We've kind of done it when we turned around from the cabin, but we didn't get inside yet. So, at some point, we'll try that one. Let's cut it free, though.
Yes! What a good idea. Let's cut her free.
You saying it's a good idea now?
Oh, so you're suddenly team free her. You can't just switch sides as soon as we make a decision. I can do whatever I want, and I believe with my whole heart that this is the right course of action. Let's free this princess.
He is only a voice, so
Everyone
what
deserves a chance at redemption. Let him join us and be merry. We are all united by our passion.
You're definitely the most passionate out of us, I guess.
Right? What he said. We've already given him a chance at redemption. And who says I don't deserve another? I really mean it this time. I'm big enough to admit when I'm wrong. So I want to help you all free her.
Why does the opportunist keep getting further away from the microphone? Maybe it's just a voice actor made a small mistake there.
And I have no problem with that. Welcome to the team. You're one of us now. One of the good guys. You take the blade to the thorny vines imprisoning the princess, and she flinches, relaxing only slightly as the blade slices into the thick vegetation rather than her arm.
At least we're not cutting her arm off this time. Like, she's injured, she's got scratches all over her, but every other time we've tried to save her, she's either been the ghost from last time, or, like, we've had to cut off her arm, and then she kills us anyway, you know?
And she flinches again as the last of the vines is cut away, as if, after all of that, she's still expecting you to turn on her and stab her in the heart. But you're not going to do that, are you? Still, all it would take is a single slip of the blade.
You're not gonna narrate that, are you?
Such a pathetic attempt at distraction and subterfuge. Our blade is a dashing sword, and every dashing sword is an extension of its hero. It won't slip. You're right. He can't even make it slip, can he? He's a bit of a nobody. Good thing I've been on your side of all this since the beginning.
Uh-huh.
The princess falls into your arms, tears streaking down her cheeks. I can't believe you're making me describe this. I hate you.
You actually meant it. You rescued me.
Yeah, I did.
Do you see the way she's looking at us? Kiss her. Kiss her now before the moment ends.
Don't get too close, though, if you are going to, because, you know, thorns. Whoa, there's a kisser option. Oh, she's just gonna, like, bite me in, like, the neck or something. Sure.
Can we actually do that?
We're gonna try. I hit the button.
No, you can't. Absolutely not. You know as well as I do that we can.
Man, this is the Smitten's dream right now. He's been wanting this since, like, the first time he spoke on this game.
And we wouldn't want to throw away a chance for a special moment, now would we?
Oh, you're on the side. Okay.
If I were only capable of throwing myself off a bridge. Well, are you going to describe our steamy, romantic kiss?
This is funny.
You lean in and you kiss her. And she reciprocates enthusiastically.
Is she not gonna hurt us?
It's done. Are you happy now? Come on now, this is the big moment. You can do better than that. Ugh, fine. You and the princess lock eyes and stare deep into each other's souls with all the roaring emotion that comes from letting what once was hatred turn into pure, unbridled passion.
You can't sped through that one. That's the fastest I've heard him talk.
Are you making fun of us? And then each of you close your eyes and kiss. Words can describe neither the nuclear fire nor the oceanic depth of your connection. Please. I think he actually likes romance. If history itself were not about to end, historians would document this moment for the rest of time. Musicians would write era-defining ballads, and great artists would expend entire lifetimes trying to merely capture the spark you hold right now.
That's lovely.
He's making fun of us. It doesn't matter either way, because this is good stuff. I'm aware of my skills, but unfortunately for you, the moment doesn't.
Oh, we got a kiss.
You open your eyes, the princess smiles gently up at you. Time for you to damn the whole world to oblivion, I suppose.
Yep, that's what we're doing.
That was nice.
Her hand slips
Oh.
on yours, and the two of you rush to the basement stairs.
Oh, this is adorable now.
Shameful, really, that the same thorns that so graciously allowed you downstairs are now blocking your only way out.
Are they actually blocking, or we're just like, we're gonna have to get cut up going past them?
Please, after all the trials we've been through, do you really think a few measly thorns can stop us? Love is an even more powerful weapon than our blade. We cut through those other vines just fine. They're only thorns.
Oh yeah, that's
I'm
true.
not afraid of getting a few scrapes. I'm not even sure we need to do any cutting. We can just move them out of the way. What a pathetic showing, really.
Yeah, I mean, like, you might have to spend a little bit of time, but just like, if you're careful enough, you could push past them.
A few pointy sticks can't keep us down here. We're both meant for so much more than this.
Yeah. What's the difference, though? I mean, one's just gonna get us cut up a little bit. The other one's... let's cut into the thorns.
As
Hey,
you
just
swing
smiling.
your blade into the thorns covering the basement stairs, they yield.
Oh, okay. What's that tree from Skyrim? Elder Green, something like that. There's the one tree in Skyrim where you have to take the Nettlebane and swipe at them, and then they pull back.
Both you and the princess
I
ascend
have
the
other
stairs
methods.
without obstacle. This is unacceptable. The second you step out of this cabin with her, the world ends. Do you hear me?
Only your world,
What
though.
did the world ever do to you to deserve this?
Not let me in, not let me back once I did the job. Because last time I did the job correctly, like exactly how you wanted to, the world left me and I was just in the cabin alone. So, you know,
One night
this is my
ends
defiance,
our
I guess.
dream. Whatever world would condemn star-crossed lovers like us to a cycle of violence and despair isn't a world worth saving.
Man, I just looked at how long I've been recording, and this is enough for a full episode. Maybe a little bit more than what I needed for a full episode. But I really want to keep playing. And we're almost at the ending for one of these. Like, for this specific scenario. Here's cliffhanger. This is incentive for you to come back next Friday for the next episode of this. I'm really curious what's going to happen. I'm excited. So, okay. That's the end of this, and tune back in Friday for the next episode. We gotta see where this goes. This is a very cool story.